Hey, it's Prince Jonathan. I'm back for day 5. Ooh, I'm gonna be real with y'all. Today, I'm kind of feeling really fired up, but at the same time, like, upset with myself. And I believe it has to do with the topic we're talking about today. Today, we're gonna be talking about responsibility and how it plays a role in our lives, and how sometimes we honestly misuse responsibility because we put responsibility on other people, or we only do it for other people. Everything I talk about ties into basically having integrity, right? So if your responsibility is off, then you know your integrity is out. Whew. So this morning, like I said, I woke up and I hit the snooze button, y'all. I hit the snooze button. Normally, I'm like, I get up or I sleep through my alarm because, like I said in the last video, I'm a super heavy sleeper. And today, my product should be coming in from Pavloic. Shout out to them. Not a free plug. I did pay for it. And to wake up in the morning. But I was angry at myself because I woke up early. It was about 6 a.m. And I was like, all right, cool. Let's get up, go to the gym. We'd be there by 7. And I was like, you know what? I'm feeling tired. I was a little emotionally drained. And I couldn't do it. And I was like, oh, it's because you went out last night. Or I didn't really go out. Like I hung out till like 9:30. I was in the bed by 10:30. But you know, it's those little things. I watched YouTube instead of going to sleep. Those things. That's when I was like, you should have just went to sleep and just laid there silently. Maybe you would have gotten something more sleep, or just relaxed. Yep, that was on me. So I woke up, like I said, this morning, hit the snooze button, and then got up and was like, oh, I gotta kind of rush. Because when I hit the snooze button, you know I'd be sleeping through that snooze. They might as well call it sleep button. And I realized this morning, I knew I wanted to talk about responsibility on this thoughtful walk. Sorry, I forgot to introduce it. This is a thoughtful walk. And it hit me that I blamed it on all the other stuff, when the only person that's there to take responsibility for my actions is myself. Responsibility comes down to really just you. It don't matter if you're on a team, if you run a company, whatever it is, you have to take responsibility for it. You need to own it. It is your ownership to get through. So how does that show up in my life? To give you an example, I, Jonathan, have several different roles. At my core, authentically, who I am is a person that helps people show up authentically in their lives, speak life into their lives, and is all around going to become a prince under God. That's who I am at my core. Those aren't roles, those aren't paid, those aren't nothing. They're what I put on myself to be. So, and my gifts and everything else. So outside of that, the roles that I have in life are I'm an auto broker for a company. So that means I show up. I'm gonna walk the other way because this thing going. That means I show up and I'm part of a team. It means I need to pull my weight. Who am I responsible for in that? Yeah, you could be like, oh, you're responsible for the company image. I am, but that still falls on me. So if my coworker does something else and I don't see it, don't catch it, whatever they're doing behind their back, that's on them. I'm responsible for me. How do I show up at work? Responsible for me, myself, who I am. Do I work with integrity? Do I let things slide? Do I show up with courage? Responsibility. Everything is on me for that. Now, as a speaker, I've made it a point to say that I'm going to be this. So that means no matter what I do, to wake up in the morning, to hear, in my case, to hear God's voice in the morning, which I'm still working on. Don't think I ain't no saint. I'm not a preacher. I'm not that. But I hear it the way I need to hear it. If I feel it, I need to say it. Say it. No longer am I going to be quiet about it. That's the responsibility that I hold as a brother to my younger brother, to show up as a big brother, as a son, to show up as a son to my parents. I hold those responsibilities now dearly. But what did I do in the past? Let's say before June, I was distant. I'd be like, you know what, it's y'all, or I would put the blame on my life, be like, you know what, I'm not making the money I should be. I'm not doing great in life. Oh, you know what, the sales ain't that good. Cut all that out. Because that's me putting the blame on outside things instead of taking responsibility and be like, did you work hard enough? Probably not. Did you call everybody? Probably not. Did you put in the work that you were supposed to, like talking about it? Probably not. Yeah. Now I'm putting the blame back on me, taking the shame off it, because I don't need to be shameful about it. I just need to take responsibility. You don't need to have the shame of the issues you're going through. You can own them. You can say, yep, I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do. If you're a singer, I'm not singing, I'm not practicing. But take the shame off of it, because then you can move forward. Shame and should do the same thing. I should be practicing. Well, why aren't you? The problem is you put shame on it. Shame and should go together. Why wasn't I speaking before? Why wasn't I practicing before, Jonathan? Because I should have done it. I should have had, shut up. Today's a new day. Wake up, take responsibility, and move forward. Take the shame off, sorry, this is shaky. Take the shame off of what's happening in your life and move forward. Fix it. That's really what responsibility comes down to. Having the courage to fix what you're going through. Having the courage to fix and try something new if that original thing isn't working. If you are a person that don't like to wake up early in the morning like I do, work out at night. Work harder at night. Show up and your employee, your team, whatever it is. If you're on a football team and you play a position, take responsibility for that position first. Be you in that position first. And that way, when you show up for the team, you are pouring out of that abundance of, yep, I do what I do. And that way, everyone else moves together. You'd be surprised how people move together when you show up in your strength and take responsibility for your actions. You will be so surprised how that is. This is a short one, y'all, because I'm fired up right now. If you didn't get it, that's fine. I got it for myself. Because I know this morning I'm better than what I did. Now, I want to touch on this real quick. If someone's going through it, if your friend or your family, I have a friend going through it, and she's working real hard on it. I'm so proud of her. She's working so hard at it. But if you have someone going through something in your life, do not take responsibility for their issue. You can empathize, you can be there, you can listen, but you need to be secure first. You can be emotional about it. You can be sad about it. But don't you dare take the responsibility that they have to get through that issue. I'm not saying leave them alone. I'm saying do not wear it. It's not your responsibility. If it's your child, if it's your brother or your sister, do not wear it, because that's only gonna pull you down. The best image is put your oxygen mask on first. If the plane is going down, put your oxygen mask on first, then put theirs. Because if you can't breathe, how you gonna help them? If the plane going down, you can't breathe, you pass out, what they gonna do? Nothing. I'm feeling it today. It's probably what it was with this. I was feeling like I should have taken responsibility for being her friend and being better in my past. But guess what? That was my past. I can't do it. All I can do is fix going forward and take responsibility for my actions. So when I show up, maybe an ounce of strength will go to her. Maybe an ounce of strength will go to someone else. If you need energy, maybe an ounce of energy will go to them, because I showed up and took responsibility for my actions, my sales, my videos, my talking, my weight loss, my journey. I took responsibility for it. Whew. I'm sorry, y'all. I know this one sounded real passionate, but I want you to know I'm there for you. If you got a question, holler at me, but I will not put on your pain. I will empathize with it. I will listen to you. I won't even try and fix it if you don't even need that. I will do that. But I take responsibility for my actions first. Because at the end of the day, the last person I look at in the mirror is myself. And I need to know, hey, you're doing well. You on your way to Prince. You can improve. You can improve. Yes, you can. But you are not perfect. It ain't impossible. You can always improve. So when I look at myself, I gotta love me. So get out there. Dominate the day. It's been Prince Jonathan on a thoughtful walk.